Hi Taurus, thank you for joining me. This is gonna be your love message reading, and as you can see, I already shuffled the card and put it on the table because I really wanted to just focus on the message and make it very concise. So this is your energy, this is the person you are dealing with. It can be anybody, it's just the energy that you are entangled with right now. So let's see what you have. So your current energy, you have messenger of air, which is like knight of swords, and then ten of fire, messenger of air in reverse, and ten of fire, and they have six of air, six of swords, and then your external energy is crow, and their external energy is scorpion in reverse. And the emotional realm, you have six of wands in reverse, they have nine of wands in reverse, you have chariot, they have six of swords again. Okay, then you have nine of wands upright, they have nine of wands reverse, and then you have king of cups, these two, and then they have five of pentacles in reverse, three of cups in reverse, and seven of cups. Okay, let's see what this reading is all about. So messenger of air and the ten of fire, what I'm getting, Taurus, that I feel like that currently you kind of you kind of you try to be very open-minded, you try to listen to many opinion, many perception, many way of looking at this situation. You have been very open, you tried to be very, very open about this whole situation, because it came from a sense of compassion. You try to really apply, okay, you try to put yourself in their shoes, you try to put yourself in whatever situation, you try to be very adaptable, which is hard for you, but you tried. But right now you were just saying, like, right now your current energy is like that's not working. You being trying to fit into different molds is actually stressing you more than you should be, and it's actually not working, it's actually not helping the situation, it's actually not helping this connection. I don't know what's going on, we're gonna go deeper while we're gonna talk about this. But right now your current energy is you are very much fed up with that, and you are taking control. You are taking control of your own thoughts, you are taking control of your how you want to act in this situation. You are taking control, you are like getting your confidence, like it's not that you lost your confidence before, but you tried to be more adaptable. Because we always say Taurus is a stubborn sign, like maybe you just give it a go, like, okay, how about I be flexible? But you being flexible actually did not work. It actually did not work, the situation, it actually did not work for you. It actually made you very, you almost felt like that your words are kind of, you being flexible actually kind of was taken for granted. You being compassionate, you being, like, kind of airy about the situation, not taking everything personally, not being very rigid and strong-headed for every opinion you shared, actually backfired. It felt like actually backfired, and you were like, you know what, hell with it. I don't know, like, I'm gonna take control of my situation the way I think it's need to be done, the way I believe that this is gonna be the way to go. And I'm not gonna be like swinging from one thoughts to another thoughts, because I'm done with being flexible, let's say in that way. I'm really feeling like that, and you are taking a lot of control over, like, how you wanna approach, how you wanna go about in this connection, in this situation, and you are taking total control on that, and that's your current situation. Six of air, I feel like there is a sense of, I'm getting that they just want peace. They just want peace, and they just wanna, they really, that's all I'm getting, they just want peace. And they almost like feel like that. Also keep in mind that this energy can be vice versa, interchangeable, so take it as it resonates. I'm also getting that they just want peace, and they just wanna, you know, kind of just wanna be by themselves. And they just want peace. They don't want any kind of drama, they don't want any kind of conflict. They just wanna kind of pull themselves out of this situation and just be on their own and just be quiet and peaceful. That's really, that's what their current energy is, that's all on their mind. Like, how can I maintain the peacefulness in my mind? And I'm also getting a sense of isolation here. I'm getting that they just, they don't want to deal with people, anybody right now. They just want to be like, wherever they find a peace of mind, whenever they find a silence and peace of mind, that's where they want to go. That's where they want to go. It doesn't matter where that place it is. They just want to be in that space where they can have a silence and quietness in their mind. So your external energy is like the crow. Your external energy is crow, is also for me, at least for this deck, is like represented by Hierophant, which is like your card. I'm really getting that. That's what I got with Ten of Fire as well. Like, you are going back to your solid foundation, you are going back to your belief, you're going back to how you think that you need to behave, or you need to, your attitude should be in a given situation. You are going back to your not society's, your traditional thought, where you find foundation, how you think that things should be done. And you have tried to be very flexible with this messenger of air. I can see that. And you are being very, it's not that you are being very stubborn here. I don't know why people call you that. Like, it just, maybe you can be a little bit, I mean, we all can be. But here I feel like you are just, this is the way I know, do things the best way, so I'm just gonna stick with what I know the best. I mean, that's absolutely smart way to go. And you are sticking with that kind of, you are not budging. You are like, this is the way I, like, you're, whatever you think is gonna work in your mind, you're sticking with it. So there is a sense of, I'm not gonna say like a standoffishness. I'm not saying, seeing that. I'm saying that very, you are actually very, you are just being very confident, but at the same time you are being very polite. You're being very cool and calm about it. It's not that you are asserting your opinion aggressively. You are just, maybe you are not even saying much. It just, you are like, that's the way I want to go in this connection, in this relationship, and that's the way I want to go, because there is nothing that I can do best which I don't know how to do. You know what I mean? And there is Scorpion in reverse. And I feel like that lot of things went down recently, and they are letting that go. They are, usually they are the kind of person who takes things, especially rejection, especially, like any kind of conflict between you two. They like, let's say if you do not agree with something with them, they take that you are against them. But that's not true. We are both, we are different people, and we have different identities, different sets of beliefs, different way of being. And whenever I feel like, whenever any kind of conflict, any kind of argument happened, whether they said it to you or not, they really took those things personally. And there is a lot of, repressed resentment and kind of, like, anger that had built in their mind, in their heart. But they really want to let, they are letting that go as well. They are coming off as that I don't hold anything against you. They are coming off as very almost like withdrawn, almost withdrawn. They are coming off as withdrawn because they just don't wanna, like I said, their current energy is like they do not even think about like who is right, who is wrong, whose way one should go, whose way not one should go. It's like they just want peace of mind, and they are letting go of their resentment, they are letting go of their anger. Whether they are letting go or not really acknowledging or just closing that chapter, that we don't know. But there is definitely, they are not, they are coming off as like very withdrawn, like okay, you do you, I do I, that kind of very detached um kind of energy that I'm getting. Then you have six of wands in reverse and they have nine of wands in reverse. I'm getting that with the six of wands in reverse, you really, you know, you are very persistent if you want to be, especially when your heart is on the line. You really wanted, you fight for this, you fought for this. And not only fought for this, you kind of wanted to make this work. You kind of wanted to win, not like win like egotistical way, but you kind of wanted the whole situation to, whatever the problem you guys had, conflict and misunderstanding or not on the same page, not being on the same page, those kind of things, you really had a vision and you had the vigor and determination that, I'm just gonna fight for it. If I am persistent, if I am uh, dedicated to solve this issue, it's gonna be solved. Nothing can be solved if we think that it can be solved. That kind of philosophy you kind of holding, you were kind of holding that. That's why you tried to be even very flexible, tried to be very adjustable. And you are realizing that's not the case. You are realizing sometimes you cannot make everything happen, and sometimes we just cannot make everything happen, and this is the one of the case. And you are letting that fighting energy, fighting spirit kind of down right now. Like, okay, I want to fix this, I want to fix this, that kind of. And like, they had been very stubborn themselves, they had been very protective about every time you guys had, like, let's say you guys talk to each other, every time you guys share some kind of, every anytime there is, like, let's say you guys are talking about, let's say I'm just giving you, what you want in your living space, or where you want to move, or that kind of things, like, if you are living together and in a committed relationship, or deciding your how you want to go about in future together, if there is a little bit of difference, they always took things very personally. Like, let's say they want something and you want something else, they felt like that you don't agree with their taste, or you don't agree with their values, with their aesthetic sense, those kind of thing. And they really took all those things very personally, and they had been very defensive with you. They had been very defensive with you. That's why it kind of triggered the thought. You thought, maybe I am being very stubborn about one way of getting things done, maybe I need to be more flexible. You tried that, but it actually did not happen, it did not work. And they had been very guarded, they had been very guarded and defensive. And I'm also getting that anytime that you guys, there has been a passive aggressive like bites between you two, especially from their side. Passive aggressive bites, every time there is something that you are throwing at and you guys are discussing or deciding, and if that didn't match with their how they want that, they always took that personally. They did not look at this conversation, look at these choices objectively. They could not. So they are letting that habit to go as well, because they cannot hold on to that if they really want peace of mind. So they are really, their more focus is peace of mind. It's going to be vice versa. They are practicing spirituality a lot. They are kind of aloof. They are kind of aloofing themselves from this, like day to day conundrum, day to day struggle. They are kind of taking themselves out of that kind of equation for a while, for a time being. The chariot, like yeah, you want to move forward. You want to move forward, it's like you want to move forward for yourself. You definitely want to move forward for yourself. Like you just want to, same, I'm getting that with the crow. This is my way, and I don't have to change so much in order to make things work. There is a certain sense of understanding and epiphany and clarity that's coming to you, and it's making you feel like, I don't have to fight so hard in order to make something work. If it doesn't work and it takes so much of work and fighting, then maybe it's not supposed to work, and just let it go. There is a sense of letting go that I'm getting, but this letting go, not like a passive letting go. I'm like, you are letting things go by standing by yourself. You know what I mean? Like what you believe, how you think, what you feel, what you think that you should do in a relationship, what you think that what relationship means to you, what connection means to you. You are standing with your belief. You are standing with your belief and being very grounded with that. And you just want to move forward with that groundedness. You just don't want to hold any resentment, because there is a certain sense of spiritual clarity that coming to you, that if something takes so much fight, if something takes so much hurdle to make things happen, even after when you tried so hard, then it's not meant to be. That meant to be, it's like there is a little bit of spirituality, spiritual understanding, spiritual downloading that you are going through right now. And look at this, they have six of swords again. Their main focus right now, that getting out of any kind of resentment that they hold. They're almost submitting themselves to certain kind of faith. Maybe they are following their, if they are not religious or something like that, they may be starting to, if they are not very spiritual person, if they had not been very spiritual person, there is a certain sense of submission that I'm getting, and that submission is towards this certain sense of faith. They are submitting their like life to certain sense of faith at this moment, because otherwise they won't be. They are very, you guys almost kind of similar. They have hard time to move on. They don't move on very quickly. It's very hard for them to really forget, like how you make them feel, especially the negative feelings like defensiveness, this resentment, or constant fighting, constant conflict. It created certain sense of barrier in them, and they just want to get out of that. They just want to get out of that, and they want to put their faith into something, spirituality, or some kind of belief system, some kind of, even maybe a religious thing. They are kind of submitting to that, and they are looking for peace of mind and silence of their mind. There is a lot of chattering, lot of like cacophony in their head, and they just want to get out of that. They just want to get out of that. They don't want to fight with you whether you are right or they're right. They just want to get out of their own struggle, their own like these suffocated feelings. You but you still have a lot of love for this person. You do hold a lot of love for this person, but you are also very hurt. You are also very hurt, and you are also very yeah, you are very hurt, and you have been disappointed. This person, this relationship has disappointed you, and had misunderstood you according to you, but you have a lot of love for them, but you are not gonna you are determined that you are not gonna show that love to them anymore. You don't wanna even, like, go that emotional right now. Right now you just want to focus on your like, I did everything. Did I do everything? Yes. Okay, then I'm just gonna, it's not gonna work. I need to accept, and I need to have total faith and total trust on my own belief, rather than being flexible this and that just to adjust myself into a situation, or insert myself into a situation, so that hoping that it's gonna work. All these things, you are done with that. But irrespective of all these things, like, you love them, you hold a lot of emotion for them, but you are not going to show that. You are not going to go there. You are holding your defense very up. You are holding your barrier very up, because that's what you need at this moment in order to really be you. And they are, like I say, they are little, you know they have a little bit of, they do have a little bit of lackluster mentality. Like, they don't take criticism very well, and they also do not take opposition very well. If any kind, if there is difference in opinion, difference in thought process, they take it very personally, because they do need to work a little bit on their self-confidence and self-worth. And also, I'm getting that Three of Cups in reverse. Some, they have a tendency to, it's very easy for them to get swept by any kind of um, any kind of emotional beauty. Like, what I'm getting that, sometimes they have hard time maintaining boundaries. And it was necessary for you in this connection. They may have kind of spread themselves too thin when it comes to emotion, when it comes to, they just, maybe they also, I'm getting that they may have a, they like to, maybe they kind of cannot hold their liquor very well, and whenever they get drunk, they kind of let themselves go very loose. And that that has been happening because of, they have a little bit of self issue with self dignity and self worth. And but they are working on it. They really wanna, work on it, and they just wanna have peace of mind. But I'm not getting that. It's not really they're going through a healing purposefully. What they want to do, they just want to submit themselves to some kind of spirituality, and hoping that this kind of behavior, this kind of negative things that doesn't serve them very well, gonna go away. That's their wishful thinking a little bit here. With the Seven of Cups, it's a bit of wishful thinking. They're just thinking that, if I just submit myself to spirituality, gradually this kind of mentality, this kind of behavior or pattern is gonna go away. But, I really feel that in order to do that with spirituality and whatever submission they're, wherever they are submitting to, whatever they are submitting to, they also need to do a lot of reflection, a active reflection. Almost it feels like that they are kind of running away from themselves, and it's gonna, anything that that kind of offers and talks about, like, all light, no dark, like any kind of prophecy, any kind of euphemism, any kind of that kind of thing is kind of alluring to them right now, because they are not really grounded right now, and they just want to have mental peace, and they are almost like they want to escape from all this. And if they feel like by this submitting to certain kind of belief will release all this negativity or negative thinking or out of control behavior or pattern from their life, but it's only going to create more confusion if you are this connecting with this, so there is what I'm gonna suggest that, yeah, submitting to some kind of faith may be good for you right now, but do not do passively. Do not just let yourself go and whatever others do, whatever others say, just follow the rule book, like just do a active reflection. Maybe you are not in this space to do active reflection right now because you just feel very tired and exhausted, you just want to have mental peace. But like, give yourself a little bit of time, and after that, when you feel a little bit of energy and energetic, little bit positive, little bit have a little bit more control over your life, then please do active reflection, that why you always try to drown yourself in some kind of drinking or some kind of kind of let yourself flow, let yourself go, when you know that it's gonna create an complete chaos, no boundary. And you would like that in order to maintain a relationship, and that, so just do a little bit of active reflection when you gain that spiritual power, when you gain that mental ability to do that. Okay, Taurus, that's all I got for you, and hope it gives you some sorts of clarity. And I will talk to you later. Okay, take care. Bye.